أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Today I'm going to tell you a story about Ayyub alayhi salam, and the story name is The Most Patient Man. So let's start our story. The Prophet Ayyub alayhi salam was a great prophet who lived in the 9th century BC in Haran near Damascus in Syria, set great examples for mankind. Besides having great wisdom and compassion, Ayyub alayhi salam was a very rich man. He had lots of money, full of bags and buckets full of just gold. He was so rich. He had huge herds of cattle, vast fields, a large family, and many friends. He remained an extremely steadfast and since a servant of Allah, and was forever calling upon others to worship Allah and obey Him. But Shaitan made people think it was only because Ayyub alayhi salam was rich and wealthy. If in any time, if his money and fields, crops, everything would be taken away by Allah, then he will be not be grateful to Allah. But Allah put him in a test. His children died, and calamities, really serious and strong calamities came and killed his herds and his crops, vegetables, fruits, all were destroyed. And the worst of all, he was very sick and ill, remaining bedridden for many years. Within a very period and short time, Ayyub alayhi salam became very poor man, and his friends left him one by one. But Ayyub alayhi salam was not angry. He put his entire trust in Allah, and he knew that Allah knew best about everything. And when his sickness and no food and nothing could help him, and loneliness was worse, and his sickness and pain became very hard and unbearable, Ayyub alayhi salam took nothing. He just stand to prayer and prayed like this, that Allahu Akbar, stand for prayer with very humble prayer. Like this prayer was so humble and so beautiful and so good that Allah loved his prayer. And after his prayer, he cried to Allah in dua. He was saying, I am overcome by distress, and you are the most merciful of all that are merciful. And after that, and then Allah heard his beautiful, blooming and super prayer. Then Allah put an end of his bad and ill hardship. He ordered Ayyub alayhi salam to strike the ground with his feet, like psh. Then he did as commanded, and by a miracle, a spring of fresh water gushed forth. No sooner Ayyub alayhi salam take a bath in it, then his illness was cured, and he regained his former health and strong. He became very healthy and strong, that if he punch a rock, the rock will break. Because Ayyub alayhi salam had showed great patience throughout the worst disasters, Allah not only rewarded him with great bounty in hereafter, but redoubled his former prosperity in this world. He had new family, 10 kids, 7 sons and 3 daughters. He lived in the ripe age. of 93 and saw 4 generations. He became so rich that he said that then in the Quran said that he was rained upon with locusts of gold. If you like my story, then if you like the story, if you want to know more about it, you can go to the Quran and find this story at Surah Sad and Surah Anbiya. And thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallahu khairan.